I don't know if this is something that happens in other places, but in Japan, when you contact a moving company, first you have to have them come over to see how much stuff you have. And then they calculate, like, you know, how many, like, it's like a point system apparently. Yeah, give a quote pretty much. And so I heard it was good to, like, you know, get multiple quotes so you can compare. I had to call 2 moving companies, and it was so interesting how different these 2 moving companies were, or maybe just having the people that came. And then yeah, you see the one with the best, like the best deal, right? So apparently, since a lot of people do this, where they, you know, they compare and so basically all these people that are coming to you know, give you an estimate, they might just waste a whole hour of their time getting nothing, pretty much, you know? It's kind of like they have to go there first to possibly get the job, but said customer might go with somewhere else. It's sales, yeah. It's the sales. So it was really interesting how first place came. Yep. And first person brought gifts. But like, of course, not a big deal, but they, you know, they brought like a pack of like masks and like what do you call it? And some other like housewarming gift. You know, like stuff we can use. Like we can all use, like, you know, masks. At least in Japan, everyone still uses masks. And like, what else? Some sort of thing that you can put in the bathroom. I forgot what it was. But yeah. So first person did that. First person was like, felt very experienced. It was just like, hey, okay, show me the stuff. Writes things down. And then it's just like, you know, oh, how much? You know, how much would it be? Oh, you know, if you want me to be perfectly honest, like, he doesn't even have to check his like, phone or anything. He just like says, oh, it's gonna be this much. Period. Okay, I'll write down the price, you know, the estimate on paper. And then he just like, okay, so are you gonna go with us? You're gonna go with us? And I was just like, I mean, I don't know. There's, you know, actually there's another company that's coming over. So, you know, so they check the estimate. And then, so first dude was like, okay, yeah, cool. Very cool about it. Just, you know, let us know. Let us know when you figure it out. Pretty much. Like right away, because it's moving season. Let us know ASAP. Gotcha. He did ask what moving company was the second one that's coming. So that was the first dude. Finished in like 30 minutes. It was very quick. Very, very quick. Very smooth. In general, I felt like the person was very like straight to the point. And then comes second person. Second person technically like an hour later. Wanted to get this over with, so second person came. But yeah, second person was newbie dude. Newbie dude. No gifts. First dude was definitely not a newbie. First dude was wearing like pretty casual clothes. Second dude was wearing a suit. Wearing a suit. Very nervous. Very nervous, you could tell. So it was like a freshman. Yeah, very fresh. And then the second dude sits down. Opens up like this pamphlet. Explaining like how the company is, you know, special and whatnot. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's different. Because first dude did nothing like that. Okay. Sits down being like, okay, let me explain. It turned into like a meeting. Yeah, made a presentation. And I could tell, very nervous, because his hands were shaking when he was flipping those pages in that pamphlet. I was like, oh, he's nervous. But yeah, and then basically he gives a price. Said price, when I saw it, was higher than first dude's price. It wasn't that it was like, you know, a bit higher, like, you know, a couple hundred higher. So basically he was like, "Ikaga deshoka?" Ikaga deshoka means, how do you like it? You wanna contract with us? And I was like, oh, actually, first person came just a few hours ago, gave us an estimate, and I'm comparing. And also there's gonna be a third person coming tomorrow. So yeah, I kind of want to, maybe not answer right now. Don't want to answer right now. And I want to wait to see what third person says too. I'm very, I really, this is, you don't move too often in life. I really want to make a good decision, kind of thing. And he was like, oh, may I ask what those two other companies are? And I was like, oh, it's this company and this company. And he was like all worried, like, oh, okay. Well, I know how the third company works. So you already received an estimate from first company. And third company, I know that, since they're the last ones, they will definitely give a very competitive price. and definitely try to get the job, And since we're like the middle, it's very difficult for He's sweating, yeah, he's sweating pretty much. and worried about third company. Said third company. By the way, I haven't booked third company yet. But second was a higher price. So I was like, by the way, he asked, how was the estimate the first company gave? And I was like, to be very honest, first company gave a lower price. And he was like, oh, I see. Well, in that case, starts typing on his tiny little laptop. And he's like, if I call my boss right now, and if you decide on us, like right now, I can haggle until this price. Lowers it to a decent price, like pretty much a price close to first company. In fact, slightly lower. And just in case if I can haggle more, I was like, would I have to decide right now? Like, I really want to hear the third company's, like the difference between your company and the third company's. And then he starts basically giving a whole presentation of like, oh, but even though our prices might be a little bit more on the competitive side, like, might be slightly higher, the quality of our work, our job is very nice. You even get insurance in case we break your stuff during movement and blah, turns to the multiple pages. So second dude was around for over 2 hours. And I wanted to, make sure that the price would actually go that low. So I was like, hey, maybe before decide, can you call your boss to double check we can actually lower the price, And it's funny because basically this dude stayed for over 2 hours, right? It was pretty late already. So his boss wouldn't answer. Wouldn't answer the phone for a long time, too. Boss probably thinks he's done already, But he eventually got the hold of him. Was able to haggle the price, buy to the first price the second price dude mentions. And yeah. So second company it is. And this dude was so adamant on getting the job. You can tell this is probably very new person. Definitely. And it was cheaper, so. Oh, that was the interesting difference between the two companies. What about third company? Oh, guys. You didn't get it? I was just saying that. I was just saying that. Oh, wait. It's negotiation, guys.